up, man?
Hey,
Nice to see you. Nice to finally meet you here in Kyiv.
Thank you. I love it here. I'm quite often here.
So tell me, it's not your first time, right?
Well, I was here many times for the Affiliate Embassy, and I was here for the Mac conference, and I was last year on the Ad Summit. This year I got the invitation from the SEMpro. So Kyiv is good for business, Kyiv is good for party, the people are friendly, the weather is nice, so what else can we
The weather is amazing. Normally I'm asking 3 words to describe yourself. What you would say?
Well, I said it before, I'm a traveler, moneymaker and partymaker. I like to work hard, play hard and see the world. I travel to about 85 different countries. I'm a scuba diver, so yeah. People call me the captain because I'm always on boats. I'm a leader. I'm good in dating, not porn industry. I started there. I shoot a lot of porn movies in the end of the 90s, beginning of 2000. I make big stars. The same now I transmit to dating and the live cam business. So, and it's of course it's technical. It's with statistics and stuff like this. You know, in general, I'm the traffic captain, and that's everybody knows me like.
You had very good speech. We
Thank
went
you.
to see it. We were really impressed. And what I like personally, that you were trying to communicate with your audience.
Yeah.
It's very important, and we've been discussing it before. Tell me, how did you realize that you need to create your brand as your personality?
Well, the thing is, if you see all the big brands in the world, it's like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was so important for Apple, or Bill Gates for Microsoft, or Mark Zuckerberg for Facebook. So I try to do the same for me, my company, and the brands.
Nowadays, in other markets, like we are a little bit overloaded with our work, like all workers, affiliate managers, brokers, everyone. And you, even as basically the founder of your company, do you have your own tips and suggestions how to lift over the tide and to leave your work behind your door?
Well, in the beginning, if you're new in the business and you have the hunger for success, it's difficult because now with the mobile phone, a big VIP client calls you on Skype because he is in a different time zone, a different country. You will take it up. It's difficult to, even me, if Sunday afternoon one of my biggest clients, VIP style, call me and you have a problem, I will respond. Important for me sometimes is when I go on vacation, I go in places with a boat and diving, so there's no internet, there is no computers, I only go underwater and there's nobody disturbing me.
What is important for you when you're building a proper relationship? Credit reference, or maybe some common friends on Facebook, and you need to know this brand?
Of course, if somebody contacts you never heard before, you ask your network for, I have another friend, or I asked even the guy, which companies you work with, and if he mentioned names, I know, so I can ask them, hey, is this guy okay, or is it a fraud? You know, because in our industry now, bot traffic, fraud leads, all this fraud is so big that an absolute new company, I will first want to have some data.
Good to know, and I have some few final questions. I already asked all my friends before, but what God would say when you would arrive to heaven with you?
Well, I think you were a good guy, come in.
It's nice to know, it's nice to know. And like all us, we have some plans for next year or maybe next 10 years. What is the goal, what you should achieve for this 2019?
In 2019?
No, 2019. Oh, you already done.
19 is planned already. My schedule is full. Well, it's 19 didn't change a lot from 18, and I think 20 will go the same. What I'm waiting for is some new products. We invested in a company called VR Banger in the United States, and they do porn and virtual reality. This is something that comes new up. In general, dating apps are becoming more social. You can connect people not only by the profile, you see where they are working. So technology, the next step in technology for my products, that's what I'm waiting for in end of 19, beginning 2020.
If the internet wouldn't exist at all, what you would do?
Well, I always say, because I come from the north of Germany, I'm a Viking. I would like to be a warrior, you know, like in the series Vikings.
Like nowadays, all of us, we are all the time on the phone, on the Skype, on the Facebook. Do you think that it's changing your personality in reality?
Yes, especially for the newer generation. For me, it was normal that if you want to see somebody, you have to call him on a landline or you go visit in the office. And that's the reason we have so many shows, because this comes from the older time. People ask me, hey, why you work for internet? Why you still travel so much? Because it's the personality to meet each other in person, and this is the way to create friendship. The newer generation, when I see my children, they are sitting in 2 different rooms and they send messages instead of going over and speak. You know,
because they became too lazy.
Yeah, it's they're grown up with it. It's like every generation have big changes, and the next generation, they are growing up with mobile phones that they're always reachable. The Instagram and Facebook profiles are for them more important than everything have to be selfie. I do the same. If you see my Instagram account, Andy Wollmer, you see
Small promotions.
you see all my pictures because I like to present what I see. And especially on my Facebook account, I have more than 15,000 pictures already. And a lot of people take them like travel advices, because when I go to Philippines, to Curacao, to Mexico, I show the best places.
So you're like a travel blogger.
Yeah, like it's a way of traveling. Yeah.
But I truly believe that sometimes it's better to look properly and even like more or less more elegant than your competitor. Do you believe that? Like people first time
Also,
see you.
If you're new in the business, it's better to be overdressed than underdressed. But if you see me, I'm mostly different dressed. Like now I'm the ice hockey captain. Yesterday night on the party, I was the boat captain. Sometimes I go like a rocker in my hoodie. So I change my style, and I don't need to care so much because people know me from my business, that my word is word, the captain's word is law, and stuff like this. So I don't need to care so much like other people. But for a new guy, of course, better be overdressed than underdressed.
It's very difficult to combine your personal life with your work, what you have to do, because all the time around beautiful girls, you know, you're handsome man. Like your heart is busy or not busy right now? Just for our female audience.
Well, I don't talk about my private life if it's go in the public. For example, you never see pictures of my family in Facebook, you never see them on Instagram. I absolutely, the person I'm in business have nothing to do with my private life, and I don't share it with nobody. Only close friends know what's up.
It's a really good suggestion for keeping to your personal life, your family.
Yeah.
Like, very nice. And sometimes it happens obviously also in your life that you're coming to the niche that you just started that is completely full. You have some tips and keys of success, how to reach your business, how to make your business profitable in short time. What would you do?
This, if I had a golden key for this, I would not tell it. I would use it for me all the time. First, of course, if you're new before you go in the new market, you need to think about what is my sales pitch? What can I do better than the market? Because the first thing when you start a new project, you study the market. Who is there? What is the competition? How is the prices? What is the audience? How much is the value of possible business? And then, of course, you see something you do better than the existing products. And then you need to go on this key. It's always the product first when you go in the new market. Because if you only make a copy of it, you will never be successful. You need to have something that makes you unique, or your product.
Would you recommend to your kids to be in this industry?
I did. My son was last year on the European Summit in Prague. I took him the first time on the show. He was 20 years old.
So he's working for you?
Yeah, sometimes he do some projects. He's not my employee. He's studying. I want that he make a career beside me. Of course, if there's crossover, because he's super in designing, and he makes video ads and presentation banners. He produces music. So all this creative part I use sometimes, but I don't want that he really works for me as an employee.
Sounds like good for that.
Yeah, I am.
Hello, pleasure to you.
Ricardo.
Did you like this conference? Like what happened yesterday? It was such a successful event.
Yeah, it was, for me it was first time I visited. It was a little bit different because I saw more people from the technical area. And
I see, search engine optimization.
yeah, exactly. And For me, when I did my panel, I did it about mobile monetization, and I showed them up from adult and all the niches, where to get the traffic, what is the profitable vertical and stuff, and I got some feedback from the audience, and that means it makes sense that I'm here. If you have an audience, they're playing with the telephone during you do your panel, then I even had this once, and I said to the guy who was in Hong Kong and on the Adult Expo there, and I said, stop your phone, it's my show, you have to look me now.
Tequila or vodka?
Tequila.
Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Did you try some Ukrainian food local here?
Yes.
Борщ or пельмени?
Borscht, yeah, borscht I had. But I like, there was some white caviar.
White caviar?
White caviar I had yesterday. There's a restaurant under the...
Okay, it's also promo because we need to add the link to the
The last barricade.
Thank you so much for this kind interview. It was a pleasure to meet you as a personality and as a customer.
Yeah. Ahoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Будьмо.
Budjma.
Budjma.
See you guys. Check out.
Promise me some gifts.
Yes, well, wait. Here I brought you, because it's already very hot here, so I brought you my towel.
Da, 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 da.
That's me, the gorilla captain.
Very nice, thank you.
And I brought you, of course, the bottle of the legendary pussy juice, made by the captain, fresh.
Cheers.
Cheers.